It's Monday, so it's time for a Monday Morning Mix, naturally. All of the news that you missed this weekend we're going to discuss right now. Please welcome from Chicago, MTV.com's Kelly Zink is here. TV and radio personality Egypt Sherrod is here.
Yeah, and from Best Week Ever TV, Michelle Collins is here. And our next guest from The Real Housewives of New York. She's also the author of a book on weight loss, Naturally Thin. Wouldn't that be nice? Bethany Frankel.
Hey, Bethany, welcome back.
Thank you. Hi.
So your book is doing fantastic.
I know. It's #2 on the New York Times bestseller list
Yeah,
now.
last time you were here, you were promoting it. Now
I
it's
know.
#2.
It's been 11 weeks. It's
That's
great.
awesome. I still haven't had a Skinny Girl margarita.
Well, the Skinny Girl margaritas are going in stores in the next 3 weeks.
Like, are they prepackaged?
It's a bottle. It has 4 servings.
Ah.
It's 96 calories a serving.
Now we know what to do next weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Calories when you drink the whole bottle.
Right, you can drink, right, which is what I plan to do.
I don't know if you guys were awake last night and watching the MTV Music Awards, but Eminem got a big surprise from Sacha Baron Cohen's character, Bruno. Bruno, last night at the awards.
Oh my God, it's like the Victoria's Secret angel thing.
Who knows if this was actually
What's going on?
set up, if Eminem knew about this, but let's just say there was nothing covering it. I cannot even...
He had to have known. Eminem had to have known.
I don't even know what to say about
There's no way he knew about that. Honestly, I mean, that's the big debate. Did he know? Was he in on the joke or was he not? Knowing Eminem, there's no way a straight man with he's very anti, and he's been very public about it, would have allowed
totally
that.
not have gone.
I totally agree with you. I think it's actually half and half. Well, no pun intended. It's half and half because I think that something was planned that he was coming into the audience.
Yeah.
Because you have to plan that. You have to
Yeah,
rehearse.
you have to
I
be
think he
sitting
didn't
right
know he
under
was going to be
that
that
seat.
position.
I think he knew. I mean, you guys have to remember, Eminem's a good actor, too. And people will do anything for press these days.
No,
let me tell you, I don't
think he'll do anything
that's not even insecurity. Those are actually rappers. But let me say, they are. That's not even a joke.
He's not a rapper.
Well, hold on. Let me say this. I think that I don't think Eminem had any idea. First of all, he is famously homophobic. And would he really risk getting his career tainted like that? Quite literally, people. Quite literally. Let me also say, by the way, I'll give him time to think about that. What? No, but you know what? He cursed. He said MF. He said MF on MTV. It got by. I work at Viacom. They would not bleep that. You know what I'm saying? They would be ready if they knew that he knew.
All I know is it gives a whole new meaning to getting chin checked.
I feel sorry for the person who had to put the fuzzy spot over his backside because they were busy. I mean, he was all over the place.
I'm surprised that we actually ran that video here in the morning show, to be
Well,
honest.
it's done now. It'll never see you.
Clock
Do it
is
again.
ticking, I guess. Alrighty, so President Obama. So you guys all think this was a setup, maybe a setup, maybe
I think it was planned.
You did
I think it was half planned, and he didn't know where everything was going to land.
Well, what is it? His camp is saying that he knew about it, right? So
Well, that's the cover-up. That's the publicity.
That's a better,
spin.
right? That's a better take on it for him.
Honestly, what made it worse was Eminem's reaction to it. The fact that he got up and ran out with all of the curse words and bleepity bleeps.
Let me tell
but if he played it off and laughed and just said, "Get out of here!" Oh, maybe it would have just come off as funny. But
Yeah, that doesn't help his music career. That doesn't help what he's selling at all.
He doesn't have a very good sense
He's not on
of
Bravo,
humor.
and he's not on Bravo. That works on Bravo.
But we're all talking about him today.
Yeah.
Would we be if he hadn't have done that?
I'm not buying his
talk
album
about
because
something.
someone had his ass in his face. I can tell you that right now.
Let's talk about something a little classier. President Obama and his wife. Well, some folks don't think this was the classiest move, actually. He fulfilled a campaign promise on Friday. He took his wife, the First Lady, to a Broadway show, obviously here in New York City. They went out to dinner. They went to Blue Hill Restaurant in the Village. And then they headed uptown to see Joe Turner's Coming On. So Martha, naturally,
There's a very big backlash
you'll be
now.
talking about
the pictures were so great this morning, and we will be talking about it later on. The presidential date cost taxpayers quite a bit of money. So what do you guys think?
All right. The RNC is not happy about it.
We cannot compare a date to the reason that the auto industry is completely failing. These people are allowed to have fun, too. He made his promise. He kept good. He's a good man. He said the daughters can get a dog. He says Broadway show. He follows through. If anything, we should look at this and say, this is a man of his word.
Yes.
And also, I mean, we killed Bill Clinton for, having fun under his desk, and now we're going to kill him for being good to his wife. I mean, you can't have it both ways.
Well, first of all, what do we think? Obama's going to get on JetBlue? Like, what, he's going to wait in line at the airport? Like, how is he going to get to New York? And let me tell you this. If that man is happy in bed, he'll run the country better. And I'm happy. Taxpayer dollars, rose petals, champagne, I'll pay all of it.
I agree. Happy wife, happy life.
That's very true.
Guys,
listen to that.
And I stress
happy
that
wife, happy life.
$1,000 for the plane. They should have hooked it to some sort of official business, which is not that hard to do. They could have taken Mayor Bloomberg and his girlfriend to the show with them.
We've had presidents who spent their entire term on the hunting range. How can we be mad at Barack Obama?
The most romantic thing Laura Bush ever did for George
a very good point.
was, hang up a crayon drawing he made on the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying?
Did George Bush not take Air Force One?
She's going to be running the country too. So we need to keep her happy.
That's right, Martha McCowan.
But you know what? I also think that their, approval rating is closely tied to, all of these kinds of pictures. This is what people love and adore about this couple. They're very beautiful looking. She looked great. So they're going to be on, there'll be a 5-page spread in People magazine with all those pictures.
Oh, right.
So, that goes to their political approval ratings as well. So at home and out in the public.
We saw before it was Bill and Hillary, it was a different kind of glamour. This is glamour, and this is something that the public does love, so.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, this next story, I don't know if the public's loving this so much. Well, I guess they actually do love John and Kate Plessé because they got 10 million viewers. Yeah. Just when you had your fill of ginormous reality families, Us Weekly is reporting that Nadia Suleiman, a.k.a. Octomom, has signed a deal for a reality show featuring her and her 700 children, 14 children.
How do you really feel, folks?
So disgusting.
But here's the thing. She's saying, well, her people are her camp, and it's frightening that she actually has a camp. They're saying, well, it's not going to be like John and Kate Plessé.
Right, because it's like 14.
Right. There's like another 12 of them.
And there's no dad involved.
And there's no dad
involved. And she thinks John and Kate's boring. That's what she said. She thinks the show is boring because she's a train wreck, and she wants it to focus on her.
Oh, and it will. And it will. People will watch this garbage. They will.
You know what the thing is? The way it works is we work so hard to build people up, and our media then tears them down. I just hope that she'll be ready for the turning of the tide, which John and Kate are experiencing right now.
Well, maybe there shouldn't be a show like this because of course, John and Kate, you're looking at them right now, they're being investigated, or at least, Child and Family Services going in there to see whether or not these kids are actually working while they're on a show. You're trying to figure out whether or not there are producers. You can attest to this.
Look,
what do you think is happening?
Theoretically, I'm just living and it's being filmed, but in reality, cameras don't just show up at supermarkets where you go to buy all your Pampers. It's like a whole production, and not even technically, their lives are generating revenue. Without those kids, there is no show. So the parents aren't making whatever the $50,000 episode, $100,000 episode. Without them, it's not John and Kate plus nobody. So I think that they are working.
Let me tell you something.
I think that they're working too, and the Department of Labor will find out.
You want to know what, though? If I'm going to have 8 kids, I'm putting those kids to work, okay, guys? What are they going to do, sit around? I have 8 children. Mop the floor, clean, go.
Exactly.
And in some ways, this is going to help them. We have to really think about this realistically. When you have that many children, you got to get all the money you can get coming in because it's not going to be there forever. And by the time
the family is falling apart because of this.
Are they spending money on?
No, they're not falling apart because of the kids. They're falling apart because of their infidelity.
Well, that's what
but they're falling apart because she got what she asked for. She got a huge amount of publicity. She got what she asked for, and now it's coming back.
Did you hear this morning, though? She just signed a multi-million-dollar deal for a perfume and clothing line. Kate
did.
I think they're spending the money.
That
on
is crazy.
Trainer,
Who wants
on
to
his
smell
mistress.
like diapers?
Yeah, like diapers and like blonde.
That is
raccoon.
right, like diaper rash perfume in stores now.
Bethany, we have the Real Housewives of New Jersey coming out a little bit later.
Oh wow, that should be fun.
Are you interested in meeting them?
We'll see.
We'll discuss in the next few segments.
All
right. Bethany's book, by the way, Naturally Thin. You've heard of it because it's a #2 bestseller on the New York Times bestseller list. It's in bookstores now.
And to see what our panel's up to, go to mnjshow.com.
Thank you, ladies, very much. Always good seeing you, Bethany.
See you later.
Say hi to the girls. All right.